Hello everyone, welcome back. So, as you saw in the title, today we're going to be trying out some new things. I am very excited. It's going to be a little bit of a mixture of high-end and drugstore. Actually, for the most part, everything is drugstore. I think it's just one thing that is high-end. I apologize ahead of time. I am getting over being sick. I did have a sinus infection, and so my nose is still a little congested. So please bear with me. But I am excited to finally do my makeup and play with makeup and just have some fun today because being sick the past couple days have not been fun. So let's get started. So I'm gonna skip primer today. Right now I do have my skincare on, and we're gonna be using the new Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops. This one is the tinted serum, which is in the shade Sun Glow. Now I did want to keep everything in its original packaging, but I have used this, I probably want to say like 2 or 3 times already, and I absolutely love them. It reminds me so much of the original, the smell, the texture, just everything. The only difference is it's going to leave your skin with a little bit of a bronze, a little bit of a glow. It's not something you have to mix in your moisturizer like the Elephant Bronzy Drops. You can mix it in like your foundation and stuff like that, but you can go right in, which I like. I believe this is maybe, I want to say $3 cheaper than the Bronzy Drops from Drunk Elephant. The only thing is though, is I wouldn't probably say that they're 100% like the same, but if you're just looking for a little bronzy tint, you could be better off just buying this because you do get more product. I believe you get 1 floor ounce with the Drunk Elephant with full size. This you get 1.35 floor ounces, which is 40 ml, so you do get slightly more product. And again, you don't have to mix it in with anything like the Drunk Elephant drops. You usually have to mix it in with like a moisturizer or something. So just a little background on that, but these are so good. So I just usually put like a pump and like not even a half, just like a little teeny tiny extra. I'm gonna put my hair back, and this is what it looks like once you start like blending it. It's not super scary once you blend it in. Oh, they smell so good. It just smells like watermelon. It's so good. And I don't know if you can tell because it's not like a drastic change. I feel like if you want a little bit more of a bronzy glow, I think the Drunk Elephant ones will be better. But if your skin's light enough, you will see a tint of a bronzy glow. And even if you're not like super tan, I don't think it's going to make you look super crazy unless you're like really fair. Then maybe you just might want to use a little bit less. I think obviously the more you use, the more you're going to look bronzy. As you can see, like it just gives you a nice bronzy glow. I think with the Drunk Elephant Bronzy Drops, like if you are super fair and you go in with that, like you're gonna look a bit off because I feel like it really does bronze up your skin. So I feel like this one is a little bit more natural. So good. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe. This one is the Morphe Light Form Extended Hydration Foundation. So I do have their matte version. This one is their Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation, medium to full coverage. I do believe this one is going to be like a lighter coverage. This one comes with 28 mLs, which is 0.94 floor ounces. This one, it comes with exactly 1 floor ounce, which is 30 mLs. For the Filter Effect Foundation, I got it in the shade Medium 9. This shade was still way too light for me, so I will be giving it away, as well as it's a bit too dry looking on my face. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it on. This shade is in the shade Light 05 Neutral. When I first got this shade in the mail, I was like, okay, it's probably gonna be too light as well. But this one does oxidize, so I feel like once it oxidizes, I think it's going to match me, hopefully. And it's neutral, so hopefully it doesn't look orange. I am so sorry guys, my voice, when I talk a lot, it gets even more grouncier, so I apologize if I sound annoying, but I just needed to film. I feel like I've gone so long without filming. So when I ordered the foundation off of the Ulta website, I did get the Morphe Light Form M101 dual-ended complexion brush for free. So it kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. dual brush where you get a little concealer part at the end and then your foundation buffer at the top. That was nice that they had that little deal going on. I did go ahead and buy the, I don't have it with me right now, but when this foundation launched, they came out with a foundation brush and I absolutely love that foundation brush. So I'm excited to see. I wasn't going to buy this one because this one didn't really look like anything too crazy, but since I got it for free, we are going to use it. My lid literally fell somewhere and I have to find it, so that's why mine doesn't have a lid on, but it does come with a lid. And of course, a pump. It is really runny, I will say. Do you see what I mean? Where I feel like it's light at first, but when I put this on the back of my hand just to kind of see what the color was going to be, it did oxidize. And then I put a fresh pump and I was like, oh, that looks way lighter. So it does oxidize. Usually when you get your perfect shade, you're like, please don't oxidize, but because I know this isn't my shade, and I did watch a couple reviews on this already before purchasing it, and I was like, okay, I know it oxidizes, so I think that's why else I got a shade lighter, because I was like, if it oxidizes, I don't want it to be too dark. Okay, you see, I feel like it oxidized already, so like I think it just like oxidized like right before our eyes. So when I first put it on, it looked super light, and now I feel like it's pretty good. It's a little tacky. I mean, I didn't give it a ton of time to dry down. If you're like really, really dry, you might be able to pull it off without putting any powder on it. For me though, I will probably set it. It doesn't feel like really heavy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna slip around. It doesn't feel like just like you can feel like the hydration of it. Like you don't really feel it. So I do like that. Next, we are going to go in with the Morphe 2 bronzing blushes and sticks. I have not tried these yet. I know I'm so late and they're not new. I know that, but I just, at first I was like, I was interested, but I was like, I just kept holding myself back because I was like, I know I don't need more bronzers and cream blushes. But then I saw Makeup by Michaela use these and talk about them, and I was like, okay, fine. So I'm going to go right in with the product. It feels creamy enough and not drying at all. This one is in the shade Amber Shores. Yeah, Amber Shore. That is literally stunning. I thought that the bronzer was going to be too dark, but I feel like because it's their Morphe 2 line, it's a little bit more of like Gen Z, a little bit more natural. I feel like this is good for beginners. This is good for like lighter makeup days. I'm gonna see if I can build it up a little bit though. Let's just see. Okay, you can. Wow, this is gorgeous. Wow, okay. I am sad that I slept on that. I'm hoping the blush is just as gorgeous because that is beautiful. So let's go in with the blush. The blush I got Rosy Wishes, which is like this beautiful, like just cool pink shade. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go right on the cheeks. It's not picking up product, which is good. Can you guys see it? I feel like it's a very natural flush of color. But still very beautiful. I don't have a new concealer, so I'm just going to use the Dominique Cosmetics concealer. This one is in the shade Almond Milk. And perfect. Before my eyes crease, I'm going to go in with some powder. Again, not new. I'm just using the Beauty Bakery powder for under my eyes. All right, to set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with a product that I absolutely love so much, but it will probably be hard to get. But this is the Jaclyn Hill Luminous Powder in the shade Do Me. when I want to set but keep my look looking a little bit more like glowy still, I will go in with this product. All right, I'm going to do my eyebrows really quick. For eyebrows, I'm going to go in with my One Size eyebrow pencil in the shade dark brown. And I'm going to go in with the Milani Stay Put Liquid Brow Wax. And then I'll be right back. I was definitely looking to do like a spring look with this first impressions. So I think we're heading in the right direction because we're keeping it light and just fresh. For eyes, I have this palette that I saw on the Ulta website. It's from Morphe. This is their Midnight Dune palette, and I feel like it's a nice neutral palette. I tried getting, I think it was from ColourPop, I got like a very cool tone palette, and I was like, yeah, I don't know why I bought that because I'm just not a big, huge, cool tone girl. I'm very, I'm neutral to warm tone, and so I don't feel like I reach for cool tones a whole lot. I like this because I feel like it's definitely more on the neutral side where it's not warm and it's not going to look like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's not going to like blend into a lot of my warm palettes, but it's not super, super cool tone either where I'm just not going to reach for it. It's just a very nice neutral palette. You do get a mirror as well. I just didn't take off the little sticky thing yet, but I'm going to go in with the shade right here. It's so hard to tell with what I'm doing because the sun is just not helping me out here. I feel like I went too heavy-handed because I can't see. The sun is literally blinding me, and I just went way too heavy-handed with the shade. The shade is kind of build up and gets a bit darker the more you apply, so just keep that in mind. And then I'm gonna actually go in with the shade right here. Try to lighten up front here. Definitely gave me a little bit more brightness and not so darkness in the inner. And then I'm gonna go in to this shade, which is called Dream Drift. It's a bit dry. I was hoping that this formula would be very similar to the other eyeshadow palette from Morphe that I always talk about. I think it's called the something Petal. Those eyeshadows are so freaking creamy. They did so well with that palette, but this one, the formula is not the same, I don't feel, but nonetheless, it's still like really pretty. It's really pretty. Okay. Oh, I mean, that looks like fun. It definitely looks like fun. But with my nails, it's hard to get into the inner corner. But that looks like fun, right? It looks like I just splattered glitter everywhere, but it's fine. Definitely gives you like a bit of brightness. Okay. It wasn't picking up with the brush. It was like not gonna do it for me. So we had to use our finger. Okay, then I'm gonna take that same shade that I used in my crease. Next, I'm just gonna put on some mascara. So I'm just gonna use the Idol Lancome mascara. For lips, I have a couple options. I have this from Hard Candy. It's the Girl Scout Cookie Glaze Velvety Smooth Lip Color in the shade Coconut Caramel. To be honest, when I bought it, I thought it was a lip liner. And so then when I took it out, I was like, why is it so thick? Like the packaging that it came with. They did like a little Girl Scouts collab. This was the only thing that kind of intrigued me. It's just like a nice nude color. Let's try it on and see what it looks like. Yeah, it's definitely too creamy to use as a lip liner. Ooh, smells good. Looks good. It's not really what I'm going for today, but it does have like a nice little sheen, like gloss to it. All right, this is not new at the store. It's been out for a while now, but I just picked it up. It's called Worth It from L'Oreal. It's 601 L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick. And they actually, I saw it on one of their ads. They were like comparing it to the Pillow Talk lipstick, and this is going to be more of like glossier version. Like the colors look pretty similar, but this is going to be a glossier version, which is why I picked it up, because I was like, that's going to be like really, really pretty. So I did pick up that. And then I also picked up 2 new lipsticks from Makeup Revolution. This packaging, it feels pretty heavy. It's like frosted and it just feels really, really nice. So this was like a nice find from Makeup Revolution. They have them at Ulta, but they also have them at Target as well. This is in the shade Brunch Pink Nude. Oh, it looks so pretty. So that's what that looks like. I might go in with that one. That one just looks so pretty. And then this one is called Divine Brown. So again, that's a nice brown color, but just not exactly what I'm probably going for today. So I think I'm going to skip out on this one. Let's try on this shade just to like say we did. I don't like the, I don't like the smell. The smells, just smells like old people perfume. But the color, ooh, that color is so gorgeous. I love that color. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I do have another lippy too from Huda Beauty. This is her Fox Filler Ultra Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Bombshell. So this is a new lip gloss that she came out with. It does come, I think, in 6 or 7 shades, including a clear. But this one is in the shade Bombshell. So I was very excited to give this a try. Oh, I feel like it's gonna like, oh, there we go. Okay. Look at the applicator. So pretty. Okay, let's try this too. Oh, I feel like you get like a lot of product on at once. Smells really good. It is so shiny, but you see that? It wasn't doing that at first, but then when I didn't dip right back in, I was just like kind of evening it out and more product went on. You see that? Yeah. So you just have to be careful with how much product you put on your lips. It's a beautiful, beautiful, ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that gumminess. But you just have to be careful. I think if you don't put as much on, you're not going to get that. But again, I didn't even go in for a second dip. I just kind of used what was on the applicator. But my lips are burning right now. I think I'm going to go in with Brunch Pink Nude for my lip today. And I'm going to go in with Wherever Wanna for my lip liner, just to give it a little bit of definition. Wow. It's like a satin lipstick or like a satin cream. It's not a, it looks like it's going to be a matte lipstick in the, like the bullet, how it just looks like it's going to be a matte lipstick. But it is not a matte lipstick. It's like, yeah, it's more like a satin cream. Okay, I'm gonna put on just a little bit of highlighter. I'm actually going to use this palette. It's the Kendall by Kylie Cosmetics palette. It comes with a cream highlighter, a cream blush, a powder highlighter, and a powder blush. I got this product from Ross for like $12.99. I saw it in their little display case where they keep like a lot of the higher end makeup, and so you have to ask for it. You know how like you go to like a jewelry counter and you're like, oh, I want that. That's the Ross that I have. That's what they do with the higher end products, so people aren't like swatching and opening things. You do have to ask for it, and they have to open up the glass and give it to you. I have tried it already, and it is like really nice. I have tried the blush already. I have not tried the highlighter though, so I wanna just, ooh, that's pretty. It's actually a little bit lighter on your skin than it is in the pan. In the pan it looks more, let me see. In the pan it looks more like yellow, like a yellow gold, but on your skin it's more frosty. They're very pretty. I like that. But yeah, $12.99. So if you're interested in seeing what the tea is, but without paying the full price, check your Ross and TJ Maxx. So we're gonna set this makeup. Alright guys, that is everything. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I enjoyed all the products that I've tried. Everything that I tried has a little bit of a learning curve, but it all turned out great in the long run. My makeup looks fresh, it looks light, it looks fun, it looks bright. So I'm excited to keep playing with these products. If you haven't already, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you would like to see more of these types of videos. Comment down below. I would love to say hi to you. And go ahead and subscribe if you are not part of the family already. Until next time. Bye.